Hey friends, today I'm sharing a full day of what I eat here in beautiful Mexico. I'll be cooking up some delicious meals throughout the day that I know you're going to enjoy. I'll also be taking you along with me while I shop at a local grocery store so you can see all the goodies I pick up. This is my first What I Eat in a Day video and I hope you really enjoy it. I always start my day with a big glass of warm lemon water. It helps wake up my digestion and hydrates me after sleep. While sipping, I like to take a few deep breaths, read my devotional, and set an intention for the day. Living in Mexico has taught me the importance of getting in shape and being fit. So once I get hydrated, I like to get my day going with a simple yoga or Pilates routine. Once I'm done exercising, I like to stay on a partial fast, so I wait a bit before having breakfast. I'm not really one for a large breakfast, but most of the days I start off by eating fruit or a smoothie. It helps give me a natural energy to start my day. For this smoothie, I wanted to keep it simple with greens, berries, bananas, and a little bit of chia seeds. I prefer to use frozen fruit instead of ice because I don't like watery tasting smoothies. This week, I stopped by La Comer, which is kind of like a Mexican Whole Foods. They have a lot of items that some of the small local tiendas don't carry. I'm thinking about testing out a few new recipes, so I'm going to grab a few packs of tofu and probably a couple other items. I picked up some ripe mangoes, cucumbers and avocados, and a bunch of other items for the week. I love that they have so much beautiful produce and at a really good price. All right, so I just got back from shopping, as you saw, and I got a lot of stuff, and I'll show you how much it came up to, and I'm gonna show you everything that I grabbed. The store that I went to is called La Comer, and it's out here in Mexico, several different locations in Mexico. So it takes us about 5 minutes to get there I'll say about 12 minutes to get there in the car, but it's not really that far from us, and they have a lot of things that you can't find in Mexico that you will find more in America. So I kind of get a blend of things. If I need certain things like the tofu that they don't have at the regular stores here in Mexico, La Comer will have that. So let me show you what I picked up. So these are all the items that I decided to come home with. So let me just show you one by one, everything that I picked up. So we're gonna start with the potatoes. We got some sweet potatoes, camote, what they call out here. We have some light ones. And we also got some dark ones. I got about 6 of those. Nice size, guys. Okay. We got some chips that you want to try out. They're cauliflower chips, and they're made with cauliflower, salt, and some corn. So that's not too bad. Non-GMO and all that good stuff. We also got more chips. So we got some popcorn, which is a pretty full bag, which you don't really find anywhere half the time. But it's a nice full bag of popcorn. We got 4 bags of popcorn. He got some with a little cheddar. I got the plain salt ones. We got some canned garbanzo beans, chickpeas, because I always make some type of like hummus, or with this you can make some, what is it called again? What is it called again? I forgot. What is it? Chickpea curry. Hello, curry. You can make curry with chickpeas. You can do anything, make dressings, all kinds of stuff with chickpeas. I even put them in the hamburgers and stuff like that, or not hamburgers, but burgers and things like that. He wanted to try some of their corn. I found that it was clean, so some of their canned corn. I usually don't eat a lot of canned stuff, only canned beans and garbanzo beans. I got some frijoles, so I got black beans, negro enteros. So those are black beans. I like this company, it's really good. We got us some onion powder because I ran out of onion powder. I got some cilantro, and that was only 8 pesos, which is pretty cool. A whole bunch of cilantro. We got these mushrooms, and the mushrooms were about $4 USD, so that's a really good deal. Really nice size, big portobello. And I think I'm gonna probably make some ground, because I got some walnuts too. I'm gonna make some ground meat with that, using the mushrooms and the walnuts. So that's probably what we're gonna have with some tacos or something. And then I got a whole bunch of mangoes. And usually I go to the market, which I'm gonna do tomorrow, to get most of my produce, the fruits and stuff and vegetables. But they had a good deal on mangoes today, and that's a lot of mangoes. Really good mangoes, and these are delicious. I got some olive oil, which is really good, clean olive oil, extra virgin. We got us some vinegar. That was like about $1 something. We got some salsa, and I usually like to make my own fresh salsa, and I'm gonna put a recipe on the website. Well, I actually have one, but I'm gonna put a recipe on the channel and do a video with some mango salsa that's so chef kiss. Let me tell you, it's really good, huh, babe? He said, So it's delicious. I'm gonna share that with you guys. I got some celery because it's only like $1 or so. So this is celery you can find in the States, of course. Like I said, you can find things that you can find in the United States at that store, at La Comer. We got cereal, which also you find in the States. And every now and then, Jimmy likes some cereal to crunch on. So, peanut butter and chocolate is his favorite because he loves Reese's as well. And this is a good, decent, clean cereal. And we got some calabaza pumpkin seeds. These ones probably were like $3.50 each bag, but you get like a cup and a half in each one of these bags, and it's really clean, organic pumpkin seeds, which I like this company. I use this to make my crackers, which I'm going to share that recipe too. I'd use this to just toast them and put them on our smoothies. It's a lot of things you can do with seeds, and pumpkin seeds are delicious, and they're high in magnesium, which is really cool. And then we have some different milks. So normally I make my milk, but just in case I'm in a pinch and I run out of my almond milk or my cashew milk, I always like to have on hand some type of good milk that's plant-based. So this one is by Vita for Lala, and this is almond milk. Then we picked up an oat milk, which is no sugar, sin azúcar is no sugar, and this one is coconut milk and another almond milk. So that's a lot of milk right there. And we got us some oats, big old heavy bag of oats. This is 1 kilogram of oats. So what is that, about a pound or so of oats? I think that's about a pound or so of oats or more, because it's pretty heavy. And then, like I said, I got the walnuts. So these are a type that you get from Costco, but La Comer has a lot of Costco items there, which is pretty cool. So you don't have to go way out to Costco, because where we live, Costco is like 30-something minutes away, and it costs like $25 to get there via Uber. And generally Uber is not that expensive out here, but for some reason to go out that way, they charge you. So yeah, so I'm so grateful for La Comer having those items there. Then I got this big old bag of quinoa, which will last me for a long time, and I just now ran out of mine that I had for a couple months. And so that's pretty cool, and it's organic. We got these, now normally I don't eat a lot of yogurt, and I used to a long time ago, but I found this Forager Project, and I remember seeing this in the States as well, and it's organic. It has live probiotics in it, so it's good for your gut health. Right, currently I'm on a 14-day detox, my program, and so I wanted to get something that was made with almond milk or some cashew milk, of course, because it's vegano. So this one, we got a plain one just in case I want to make some type of dip or something with it. We got, I don't even know what flavor this is. That is peach. Yes, peach. Thank you, love. That's peach. That is vanilla. This one is blueberry, and of course we got a strawberry, which is delicious. Got some baking soda. I always need baking soda, so when I bake stuff, I always use baking soda or baking powder. Also, it's good to clean with. Also, it's good to brush your teeth with, of course, all the things. We found some agave nectar. I haven't tried this brand yet, but it was really cheap. It was a deal. I think it was like a couple bucks, so $4 or something like that. And yeah, and it's organic, and I want to find this company out here because it's made in Mexico as well and non-GMO. So I'm definitely going to look them up so I can get it personally from them. Then we have some tofu. I got 3 blocks of tofu. Generally just get the firm tofu, and I got a couple of them. I'll put, mostly the time I will get 3-pack, and I'll put 2 in the freezer so that I can have that good texture I need to make things like tofu chicken katsu, or some type of stir fry that'll give me that good texture. And I'll leave one out maybe just to make some scrambled tofu or like that, something that's a little bit softer. So I'm gonna do that. And I got 2 bags of lentils, which were pretty cheap, like $1, maybe $1.20 for each. And I also got some glasses because I thought these were nice to have when I make some soup, because I just made a delicious red lentil soup, which came out perfecto. And I just like those glasses. And these I'm gonna probably use to show you guys my, what is it called, babe?
Chia pudding.
Yeah, chia pudding, thank you. Got the camera guy. But they're chia puddings, or even some nice little drinks or whatever like that. We don't drink alcohol really, but you know, I'll make something that's nice with that. So all of this, lots and lots of groceries, and that was a nice high-end store on top of it. So it wasn't like a, you know, it's not one of the average stores out here. That came up to 300 pesos. I'm sorry, my bad. No. 3,012 pesos, which is roughly $150 USD. So that's really good. Oh, plus we got a big gallon, 5 gallons of water. What is my cat over there doing? Let's see what he's doing. What are you doing? You got busted. Why are you ripping on that? Get down, boy. What you doing? I put that there not for you to eat. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Get down. Anyway, silly butt. Anyway, so it came up to, he's chewing it still. It came up to about 100. Stop chewing it. Look at him. He is going to town. Oh, you want to stop when the camera on you, huh? Nah, you ain't innocent. What's going on? I don't know what she's talking about. Okay. Quit playing. All right. Yep, see, busted. Anyway, so it came up to 3,000 pesos, roughly $150 USD. So that's a really good deal. I mean, I want to show you guys it came up to, so you know I'm telling the truth. And all those groceries, look at that list. Plus we got a 5-gallon thing of water, so which is really cool. So yeah, so I just wanted to share you that. And I'm about to go ahead and get in the shower, come back and make me some matcha latte because I'm hot and I'm kind of sleepy. So I'll see you guys in a minute. I like to mix together the matcha powder and the agave nectar first with a little wire whisk or my silicone whisk, which is my favorite. I'm mixing a little bit of water to take away some of that grassy bite. Then I'll top it off with some plant-based milk. The L-theanine in the matcha gives me a calming energy boost to stay focused while I work on my recipe development and creating cookbooks. For lunch, I made a silky red lentil and sweet potato soup with crunchy pumpkin seed crackers using the pulp from my pumpkin seed milk I made earlier. It's light but definitely filling. I just rough chopped the onions and garlic because later we'll be taking all the soup ingredients and processing them in a blender. Instead of boiling my potatoes in the soup, I pre-roast them with olive oil. This will give the soup a more robust flavor. While the red lentil and sweet potato soup is simmering, let's make our crackers. Earlier, I made a batch of homemade pumpkin seed milk, and instead of tossing out the leftover pulp, I saved it to make the crackers. I love finding ways to use everything in my kitchen, and this recipe is one of my favorite zero waste tricks. The pulp still has so much fiber, texture, and nutrients in it, and it makes such a nice base for savory crackers. I'm mixing it with a little bit of ground flaxseed egg to make sure it binds together. Then I just roll it out thin between parchment paper, score it into little cracker shapes, and bake it until it's golden and crispy around the edges. These crackers come out so crunchy and flavorful, and they pair perfectly with the creamy soup. It's honestly one of my favorite cozy combos. And the best part, nothing goes to waste. That's how I love to cook in the kitchen, letting one recipe inspire the next. This might be one of my favorite dinner combinations this week. It has an Asian flair and packed with flavor. So right now I'm making a slurry. That's cornstarch. So you put that in after the other ingredients are inside the pot cooking up. Then you add this glass to thicken it up. So I added the quinoa that I already made yesterday. And just going to add it onto the hot rice and stir it all in. And then put the lid back on. I top it off with a few chili flakes for that sweet and spicy vibe. I'm really liking this new recipe. I'm definitely going to make this one more often. After dinner, I can't resist having dessert. So I made these simple Snicker bar inspired desserts with dates, peanut butter, cacao powder, and a few other ingredients. They're chewy, chocolatey, and give me a little bit of protein boost. Let me know in the comments if you want this recipe. One or two definitely hits the spot and it's so satisfying. As the day winds down, I like to take a few moments to unwind, sometimes with a good book, a little stretch, or jotting down the things that I'm truly grateful for. Living plant-based here in Mexico has helped me reconnect with my body, my food, and the joy of everyday moments.